how biofeedback training can calibrate your sensory perception of multidimensional realities. Stop scrolling for a second and just listen. What do you hear right now? The hum of your computer? Distant traffic? Now, what if I told you that's only a tiny fraction of what's actually there? That your brain is actively hiding most of reality from you? In this video, we're going to explore how you can start taking conscious control of that filter. We'll look at how a cutting-edge technology called biofeedback can act as a volume knob for your senses, letting you tune into realities you never knew existed. This isn't science fiction. It's a journey into the real, untapped potential of your own mind. Section 1. Your brain, the ultimate reality filter. To understand how to change your perception, we first need to get how your brain builds it in the first place. You don't experience the world directly. Instead, your brain constructs a model of reality from a constant stream of data. But here's the catch. It's way too much data. To keep you from being completely overwhelmed, your brain has to pick and choose. It has to filter. Think of your brain as a master prediction machine. Based on your past experiences, it's constantly guessing what's important and what isn't. That weird hum from your refrigerator? Your brain filed that under unimportant years ago, so you don't even notice it anymore. The feeling of your clothes against your skin? Filtered out. The subtle shifts in air pressure? Filtered out. This process is run by something neuroscientists call predictive coding. Your brain predicts the sensory information it's about to get. If the incoming data matches the prediction, the brain just turns the volume down. It basically says, "Nothing new here. Move along." But when something unexpected happens, a loud crash, a sudden touch, that's a prediction error. Your brain cranks the volume, and suddenly you're paying attention. Most of the time, this system works beautifully. It lets us focus on what matters for survival and ignore the rest. But it also means your everyday reality is a heavily edited version of the full picture. You're living in a world your brain has curated for you based on old data and survival priorities. The problem is, you're not in charge of the editing room. What if you want to notice different things? What if you want to change what your brain thinks is important? What if you could control the filter itself? Section 2. Biofeedback, the control knob for your brain. This is where biofeedback comes in. Put simply, biofeedback is a process that lets you see what's happening inside your body in real time. Think of things you can't normally control consciously, like your heart rate, muscle tension, or even your brain waves. Biofeedback technology uses sensors to measure these signals and then feeds them back to you with visual or sound cues. For example, a device might track your heart rate and show it as a color on a screen. As you try out different thoughts or breathing patterns, you can literally watch the color change, giving you immediate feedback on what's calming your system down. You're essentially starting a conversation between your conscious mind and your autonomic nervous system. Now let's take it a step further with a powerful type of biofeedback called neurofeedback. Neurofeedback, or EEG biofeedback, does the same thing, but for your brain's electrical activity, your brain waves. During a session, electrodes on your scalp monitor your brain waves, and that activity gets translated into something like a video game or a sound. Imagine you're watching a movie, but it only plays clearly when your brain produces more of a certain brainwave tied to focus. Your brain, which loves rewards and efficiency, quickly figures out what it needs to do to keep the movie playing. Over time, you're not just playing a game, you're fundamentally training your brain to self-regulate. You're building new neural pathways by taking advantage of the brain's natural ability to change and adapt, a principle we call neuroplasticity. It's like a gym for your brain, where you can strengthen the circuits for focus, calm, or in our case, sensory awareness. Section 3. The science of sensory calibration. So how does training your brainwaves let you perceive new realities? It boils down to two key mechanisms that neurofeedback helps us consciously control: sensory attenuation and sensory amplification. Let's start with sensory attenuation. This is your brain's internal mute button. It's the process that filters out sensations you create yourself so you can tell the difference between your own actions and things happening in the outside world. It's the reason you can't tickle yourself. Your brain predicts the feeling and turns the volume down. This is crucial for having a stable sense of self. When this system gets disrupted, like in conditions such as functional neurological disorder, the brain can't properly filter its own signals, which can lead to hypersensitivity, chronic pain, or feeling disconnected from your own body. Now for the opposite, sensory amplification. This is your brain's zoom function. It's when you intentionally focus your attention on something to make it feel more intense. For example, just focusing your visual attention on your hand can actually increase the tactile sensitivity in your fingertips. Your brain's executive centers are actively boosting the signal. This is a top-down process where your conscious intention directly changes how vividly you perceive something. Biofeedback, especially neurofeedback, gives us a direct line to controlling the balance between this muting and zooming. By training specific brainwave patterns, we can learn to deliberately turn down the noise and turn up the signal. For instance, studies show that training alpha brainwaves, often linked to relaxed awareness, can help suppress irrelevant sensory info. At the same time, training beta brainwaves can sharpen the brain's focus, helping it lock onto a target, like one voice in a crowded room. You are essentially learning to operate the control panel of your own perception. You can choose to tune out the endless chatter of your internal monologue, or amplify the subtle sensations in your body you normally ignore. You are recalibrating your own sensory thresholds. Section 4. Real-world applications. Hacking perception. This isn't just theory. It's being used in incredible ways right now, especially when combined with virtual reality, VR. VR gives us an immersive world where the rules of reality can be rewritten, making it the perfect lab for recalibrating perception. Take patients with functional neurological disorder, FND, who might have limb weakness without a clear physical cause. Their brain's predictive model is stuck, telling them the limb won't work. In a groundbreaking approach, researchers are using VR with haptic feedback robots. The patient sees their virtual limb moving perfectly, while the robot provides supportive physical feedback. This floods the brain with new data that goes against its faulty prediction. The VR world, adjusted in real time by the patient's own body signals, becomes a powerful form of biofeedback that helps them retrain their brain to perceive their own body correctly again. It's also a powerful tool for sensory processing disorders, where people feel constantly bombarded by everyday life. In a clinical setting, VR can simulate a busy street. Using biofeedback sensors to track stress levels, the virtual world can adjust in real time. If the person gets overwhelmed, the scene can simplify, or calming sounds might fade in. This lets them safely practice self-regulation, learning to manage their sensory input before it gets to be too much. But it goes way beyond clinical use. Neurofeedback is used by artists, athletes, and executives to get into that peak performance state we call flow. By learning to guide their brains into specific states, they can boost focus, creativity, and calm under pressure. It's also being used to deepen meditation. Instead of just trying to focus on your breath, neurofeedback can give you a real-time signal, like a gentle chime, that lets you know when your mind has wandered, helping you sustain your attention and get into deeper meditative states faster. The main idea here is that your brain isn't fixed. It's a dynamic, adaptable system, and with the right tools, you can learn to guide it. I want you to try a super simple version of this right now. Close your eyes for a second. Instead of trying to block things out, just choose one sense to amplify. Maybe it's the feeling of the air on your skin. Direct all of your focus there. Try to notice the subtle temperature changes, the movement, the pressure. You're now manually doing what neurofeedback trains the brain to do automatically. Let me know in the comments what you noticed. What sensation did you choose to amplify? The dawn of neurocivilization. We are at the beginning of a huge shift in how we understand consciousness. For all of history, our inner world, our thoughts, feelings, perceptions, has been a black box. Technology was always something that happened outside of us. But now, for the first time, tech is holding up a mirror to the mind itself. It's moving inward. Learning to calibrate your sensory perception is about more than just managing stress or improving focus. It's about reclaiming your own experience of reality. The multidimensional realities in this video's title aren't about sci-fi travel to other dimensions. They're about accessing the dimensions of reality that are already here, right now, but have been filtered out by your automated brain. This could mean a deeper awareness of your body's internal state, known as interoception. It could be a heightened sensitivity to the emotional states of others. It could be that profound sense of connection that long-term meditators talk about. By learning to adjust the sensory volume knob, you can start to explore these uncharted territories of your own consciousness. These tools are becoming more accessible, moving from clinics to consumer devices you can use at home. This isn't about becoming superhuman. It's about becoming fully human. It's about gaining the freedom to choose what you pay attention to, and in doing so, choosing the reality you want to inhabit. The quiet revolution is here, and it's happening inside our own minds.